Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the Cannabis Network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends, dancing in the twilight. Smoke rings right high under the pale moonlight. Every puff a new story, feel the world align. In the Cannabis Network, let your spirit shine. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the Cannabis Network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the Cannabis Network, let your worries go. From the desert to the snow, we light up the days. Laughing in the moment, letting stress fade away. Cannabis Connect, the bonds we create. In the Cannabis Network, we elevate. Leaves of green bring scenes serene. Life becomes a colorful dream. Inhale the peace, exhale the strife. Cannabis Network, give me life. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the Cannabis Network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the Cannabis Network, let your worries go.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Even Jericho has something to say eventually.
He's got his mouth full.
Poor guy.
At least he has decent manners.
Hold on, I gotta send a very important message here.
What's up, Renee? ADB. How's everybody doing tonight?
Crumblewig in the house.
Nice, good to see
We
you.
got Renee, Shane Prothero, DB. We got Texas Gypsy. How's it going, young lady? And if you're up at the ass crack of dawn with Jesus and the chickens, you can check out Crumblewig. He's up before YouTube wakes up, I'm going to tell you what.
I catch his show quite often, actually. Sleep and I aren't great friends. You know, I figure I was sleeping up when I'm dead. So, yeah, it's always good to get up early and catch a Crumblewig community chat.
It is fun. I also have the sleep insomnia, and it's going to rain down there in Halifax, North Carolina. Well, I guarantee it ain't going to be as much, or snow. Well, I guarantee it ain't going to be as much snow as we got here in Illinois.
Okay.
So I did not get the description updated. I was slacking.
Mhm.
DB says she's better than a sharp poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
All right.
Dude, I was up towards Virginia yesterday, and up here off 77, and they already had all the roads treated up there. Everything.
Yeah. Well, it's like our mountains now. Cascade Mountains are full of snow and ice.
They didn't treat shit down here where I'm at.
Yeah, they got plows that go through, but they don't go through all the time. They go through as weather permits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes weather ain't permitting. And
Here.
I don't like driving in the snow and the ice when it's like that, when it's real bad. It's a little hectic to me. So, however, I do have to travel through it next month to go visit with a friend, help him out.
Yeah, the ice sucks. Snow's not a big deal.
Yeah, but I got to go finish the other half of my job that I started last time I was there. The last time I was there, I only made half of what I had to make, and I also was over there screwing around a lot, doing stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you fucking slacker.
Right? I was screwing around a lot, and I was visiting places up parts of the universe that you don't normally get to go. So yeah, I was doing that for a while, and it was just really being. It was nice to be a fun guy, you know, and have a party once in a while, and yeah.
Absolutely.
But then I realized how little work I actually got done. I was like, well, I can't do this again if I come out because it's a long ways to travel and to not get that much work done.
Yeah.
I'm naturally a worker when it comes down to it. It's like if there's work to be done, it's better just to get it done. But the opportunity was like, okay, here's an opportunity to do this right now or never. It's like, well, never is a monopoly long time to go without.
Yeah. All right, so I'm working on an update. I was going through my analytics and dialogue. It's constantly suggesting. I used to shoot spiders down in Virginia and North Carolina. They got fucking spiders that are like this big. So they're about the size of 50-cent pieces. But I got videos of me shooting them out of the sky and videos of me shooting them with pellet guns. And people Google that shit because shooting spiders, you know, people always talk about when you see a spider, I'm going to shoot it. Well, guess what? I don't like spiders. I'm not arachnophobic. I'm arachnokiller, motherfucker. So I was shooting these spiders and videoing it. I'm giving people cameras and GoPros and shit. And I'm like, one shot killing these spiders and exploding them with close-ups. And you can see the legs flying everywhere. But people are watching these hundreds and thousands of times. And that's fucking up my analytics. So I'm going to have to take that video down. My video is 67,000 views. My ultimate gold panning station setup video. That's one of the videos that's fucking me up. Like, so either I get rid of the basis of the channel, or we go over to the Cannabis Sewer Network and start streaming on 2 YouTube channels, and then slowly stop streaming here.
No. That kind of sounds like a Jericho decision.
No, we're a team.
Okay.
You know, so you know, and I'm talking about the people down in chat that have been here since the beginning. You know, too. You know, it's not just DB's been here forever. Renee, Shane Prothero. There's other people that aren't here right now, but this is one of those things where I know the channel's about. I was gold prospecting. I went on tour with Hercules. Health took my ability to hit the mines. But now I'm able to actually do more stuff again. Once spring hits, I'll be able to, once I get a vehicle, I'll be back in the creeks. So I don't really want to change the dynamics of this in case, you know. Well, that's what we were just talking about, DB, taking the pot over there too. Because we have another channel that we've got. Kyle and I have been working on a YouTube channel for 3 years, 2 years.
About 2 years.
Yeah. Now the content on it isn't really publicized or out there yet, but we're going to start, I think, putting up content on there. And then, because the numbers aren't important, it's the people. But in order to get the people in for the cannabis show, in order to get the appropriate demographics, I have to make YouTube happy. The YouTube machine. Now, granted, we were talking about streaming to Spotify, Apple, and then with Joe Rogan over on the website. But Hercules doesn't like that idea. He doesn't want to pay for services yet. We did have a nice conversation today with an awesome musician friend of ours that wants to try out some Hoodbilly apparel for their company. All right, I'm getting the Where's Joe. We're calling that motherfucker.
Same thing I said.
Smoking in G Sharp. Welcome in. But anyways, the demographics are changing on YouTube, and
yeah, what's up?
So I'm getting in chat. Where's Joe?
What are you on live now again?
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm watching a football game. I don't feel too good.
He's watching foosball. Who's playing?
Dallas and Detroit.
Dallas and Detroit. My money's on Detroit.
Dallas
Dallas 10-6.
Dallas has been doing pretty decent this year too, though, and I'm not a Dallas fan.
All right, Joe. Renee says Joe with all capitals. Feel better, Joe.
Tell her I'll try.
They can hear you, I think.
All right.
We can.
All right. They can hear you. All right, Joe. You have a good night.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, later.
Bye.
Got to check on your senior citizens.
Community elder.
That's right. But no, ooh. Trying to think what else.
So tell me, what's everybody smoking on tonight, man? Mr. Agrofire, are you still smoking that Runts?
I am smoking on some of that, but I also have some damn cherry zooties.
Oh,
Would you
yeah?
like up here? Come on, up here.
Nice.
Bob, come on.
Yeah, picked up a little bit of that.
Do you want to go outside?
Very nice.
It's cold out there.
What about chat? What are you guys smoking on? Anybody smoking anything good? I happen to be smoking some Gorilla Glue.
Oh, nice.
Phone is ringing up though. But I happen to be smoking some Gorilla Glue, which is pretty good. And of course, a little hash. You know.
Those glue strains are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
All right, so we got gummies for Renee.
Yeah.
We've got gummies, glitter bomb gummies for Texas Gypsy. And Texas Gypsy's fixing to infuse some honey.
I see some good glitter bomb out here every once in a while. Comes out of damn Colorado, and it is fucking beautiful. It is exactly like the name says. It is glitter bomb. Just Trichrome City.
Nice.
What are you doing, Bob? What you do outside?
They first heard the name, and I was like, why the fuck they call it that? And then I seen it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Should have called that bitch Disco Ball.
Strawberry Kush. Nice.
Oh my goodness, Hercules.
Yeah, and currently working on building up my seed bank a little bit because of this farm bill. I want to get everything as legal as I can while I can. And I'll do some growing this year, of course. I think I've made up my mind that I'm not going to grow any weed this year. Have I told you my idea about that?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not growing it for aesthetics. You're growing it just for simply resin.
Just for resin. Absolutely. Yeah. You're just going to grow it for resin. Going to grow, when the trichomes are in their peak, I'm going to harvest before their peak. So they reach it as they're in dry and cure, or for the ones that I'm letting dry and cure. But for the great majority of it, I'm going to do fresh frozen. So, which makes just phenomenal hash. And I'm hoping to find, I did find a freeze dryer.
Oh my goodness.
But I don't know if the freeze dryer service will allow me to come over and bring my hash and be like, hey, can I freeze dry this here? It's legal. Can I, it's just like plant matter like anything else.
Yeah.
But I'd like to freeze dry it and make some piatella. I don't know if you're familiar with piatella hash, but it's hash that you take, you freeze dry the fresh made hash while it's still wet, right? Put it right in the freeze dryer.
Yep.
Comes out, you run it over a microplane or through a screen, or to sift it out into powder again. Then you take that hash powder and you put it in a seal meal bag. You know what I mean? You just regular vacuum seal meal bag.
Yep.
You put as much of the hash in there as you can. You compact it in, and then you seal it. You pull all the oxygen out of it, and you seal it up into a little brick of these just this freeze dried resin, right? Then you stick it up in a nice cool area, like get yourself a wine cooler. A wine refrigerator is perfect for piatella.
Cold out there, isn't it?
Something that can control humidity and temperature. Try to keep it, what was the temperature on that? It was supposed to be
60.
I think you're supposed to keep it below 50.
Oh, really?
Yeah, below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And you let it cold cure for months inside that hermetically sealed, that lack of oxygen, and you let it go for the longer the better, basically, longer the better. And when you pull it out, that cold curing, the resin glands will, if you Google piatella, you'll see what it becomes after time being cold cured. Yeah, and it's some of the finest hash on the planet.
Well, we were just talking about that with somebody, how hash changes throughout its time.
Yeah. They used to make it just by beating it over a screen, and what came through they pressed, or they just smoked like it was.
Yeah.
They still make it that way in some parts of the world.
I remember hearing back in the day that there were certain things that you would enter into the cannabis cup that had to be 2-year cured.
Yeah.
Like weed, like straight flower.
Yeah.
2-year cured.
Well, they should have that with everything, if you ask me, because hash isn't really good until year 3 or 4, in my opinion. It really reaches its, after 3-4 years, if it's a sizable ball of hash, anyways. If it's a little tiny 1 gram temple ball, well, you're not really worried about it curing so much as you would as if you had a 1/4 pound temple ball of rosin, of just pure resin heads, So to that big ball, if you let that thing cure all that time, the humidity is going to change in it. The amount of water it's inside there is going to change and equalize, then go away, and the hash inside is going to turn a different color. Even it's going to oxidize on the outside. And that all
Yeah.
depends upon if you give it oxygen at all. If you put it in the freezer bag, it's not going to do that. It's going to change into a totally different type of hash that Piatella was telling you about. So, and then there's something to be said for press hash, static hash, things like that. I love static hash that's been pressed, and decarbed real well, because then you have the best of both worlds. It's activated the hash, so if you want, you could eat it,
Yeah.
or just smoke it, Yeah, I've got some. I had some great hashes I've made, and I intend to make some more of. So that's what I'm thinking of doing this year, is just growing hash, because at one of the, I have a friend who wants to put in a garden, a small garden, very small, only 5 plants, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you've never grown, so I'm going to get you some autoflower fins and teach you how to grow a basic plant, I don't want to get her started with photo period, normal seeds, and have to show her how to sex a plant and all this and that, and then maybe have her make a mistake, or, I'd rather show her with the auto frames where she can just kind of like not even have to touch them so much,
Yeah.
After that day 20 mark, I hear like day 20, 21, you can't really mess with them much. You gotta kind of just let them alone. You'll stress them, and that's not a good thing for those. So yeah, so I'm
Like I said, I need to send you this video for you to check. This video I have that I've been watching for this guy, because he shows you how to manipulate them things, and how to prune on them and everything without overstressing them to the point to where they hold themselves up.
Yeah.
And this dude's pulling down like 1.25 pounds.
Yeah.
Off of his.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal. I remember when them things wouldn't do but 2 ounces.
Yeah, exactly. And now they're getting just some good weed off of it and good yield. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's come a long ways.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, my friend, I don't want them to have the first experience growing weed to not turn out anything. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, yeah, autoflower fan. Yeah. We're gonna get you some 3-gallon grow bags. We're gonna get you some. You're gonna go down to Home Depot, buy some worm castings, some potting soil, some powdered lime. We'll get some bat guano. We'll go by the grow shop, get some bat guano, get some perlite, get some cocoa, get some cocoa coir. Because what I like to do is I like to do the top with cocoa coir.
Yeah.
And it holds the moisture in a little better. And sometimes I'll even put, if I have extra perlite, I probably will this time, so I'll probably just do it, is I'll put perlite, about 1/2 inch of perlite on top of everything, and then I'll put the cocoa coir on top of that. And what that does is, those little white flies that come out sometimes if you get a little too much water around?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they live in the soil. Well, if they get in the soil, if you have them in the soil already, which sometimes you just do, well, when they come out as larvae, they can't make it through the perlite. They're too sensitive, and it kills them. So they can't make it through the perlite either way. Yeah, and so you just that kind of defeats them ever getting them. But
They used to see this one guy. He used to put diatomaceous earth
yeah,
stones on the top,
yeah,
but those things were expensive. I remember looking at them back in the day, and they weren't cheap.
no, yeah, perlite's cheap now, but
Yeah.
I remember I had a big bag of perlite for like 3 years, man. This thing was huge. You know the ones I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, size of a 55-gallon drum. They weigh like
Yep.
3 pounds. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No weight to it at all.
yeah. It's like, yeah, let me get, it's like an order of 10 pounds of perlite. until you get the damn order, and it's like, oh my God, what do I do with this? You know? Yeah.
You have perlite for years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at the time there was a local grow shop, and I love shopping local. I love shopping at this place. It's closed now. The gentleman that owned it has passed on now. May rest in peace. But he wouldn't you know it, he put together his own line of organics that he only sold at his store. Started from the soil, then he'd give you the fertilizers, the whole everything you needed, you know. And he had that. He also had the blue line, which everybody sold. You know the blue line I'm talking about, the salts.
Yep.
Yeah. But he also had an organic line that was 100% organic that he made and he put together. And I didn't use his organic so much because I don't know, but I did use his soil and his amendments and stuff that I'd buy, you know. And I bought most of my equipment through him as well, you know, because I'd rather go through local and, you know, it really didn't cost me that much more. But his soil was, I don't remember what I was paying for it by the yard, but it was cheap. It was cheap compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
And,
you know, you don't have as many grocery stores like you used to. Like we only have like one down here in Charlotte now.
we got one.
You know,
We got one here in Stone. I'm sorry, two in Seattle right now.
yeah. Well, the damn internet has killed them. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
the only things that they can even remotely try to sell that you won't buy online is soil.
Yep, and you go to Home Depot for that. That's
Well,
what I want,
yeah.
you know, because the local home own, you know, the small owner shop is gone now. The guy died, you know, and I don't know of any others.
I'm pretty sure Home Depot has like Fox Farm, don't they?
You know, I haven't even looked for it.
I've seen it at some place. It's either Ace or Home Depot or one of those. They have Fox Farm.
All right, Renee. Renee V says, "Good night, everyone. God bless y'all. I'm going to bed."
Good night,
She
Renee.
says, "Y'all motherfuckers are making me tired." She needs some excitement in her life. All right, let's get something exciting going. Are you guys ready?
What's up,
Ready
man?
for something dumb?
Yep.
I'm ready to do something dumb. Are you ready? I don't know. I have news.
He said, I have news.
Now, don't fudge me on this shit because this ain't. I don't. Fudge me.
Yeah. 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 Headlines flashing, laws are clashing. Hood Billy life where the truth is splashing. From state to state, debates relate. Cannabis news, ain't no time to wait. Cannabis sue and networks on the case, keeping up the pace with news and views and a smoking embrace. From growing trends to market bends, Hood Billy's here where the story transcends. Legislators talking, regulations stalking, new strains popping, folks are flocking, dispensaries buzzing, profits are fusing, Hood Billy's blazing, always amazing.
In cannabis news, fucked up shit you didn't think you were going to hear Thursday night. What is scromiting? Anybody in chat ever hear of scromiting? SCROMITING. Scromiting. I'm going to tell you. It happens to me. But it only happens to me when I use stuff that somebody gives me with Delete in it.
You're breaking up.
They
Brother.
know it's not.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, I know. And
Nobody can understand you.
scromining is when you induce or use cannabis, synthetic cannabis.
Hey, Jericho.
Yeah.
You're breaking up. Nobody can understand you, but I know what you're talking about if you'd like me to talk about it.
I've seen a couple articles on it this past week.
Yeah. So the lawmakers, you know, up till now, the Trump administration has been saying that they're, pro marijuana, let the states do what they want. Then things got switched around kind of by McConnell and his little bullshit with the Farm Bill, and now they're saying, marijuana, because it's so strong, has caused a new type of disorder called scromiting. And what they say it does is it makes a person scream and vomit violently, and sending them into psychosis or whatever. And they got to go to the hospital because they're smoking weed that's too strong for them, or weed products that are too strong for them, or whatever. Is it true? Is it a true thing? Yeah, I guess it is. From what I hear, I just heard about it like yesterday or today, and I've heard a couple people actually say, yeah, that's happened to them. Not the screaming part, but the vomiting part. And I have seen people vomit after they took their first dab. I've seen that before. But from just marijuana flower, I've never seen that in my life. They say when people smoke this new flower that's so strong and everything, they call it scromiting. And it's the disorder, something like a cannabis hyperemesis disorder or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And cannabis induced hyperemesis disorder or syndrome or something like this. But it's to me, it sounds like the administration trying to pull a Harry Anslinger again. The dread marijuana.
Well, I mean, the only time I ever have an issue, once again, and even come close, I don't vomit, but I might get the spins, and if I eat way too much edibles.
Yeah.
And they are putting out edibles out there that are really high in THC, and you got dumbasses that just eat way too much.
Yeah.
Thinking that it's not going to do anything to them, and then all of a sudden, they're on a ride that they can't stop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it's what do you do? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you should take it away from everybody that uses it responsibly.
Exactly.
That's bullshit.
Exactly.
But what it is they really don't have the means and the ability to kind of regulate it.
Yeah, they haven't figured that out yet.
And they don't want to. They don't want to dedicate the money to it. A certain place to do that.
Yeah.
All right, what I miss?
Oh yeah.
Scromiting.
Yeah, we discussed scromiting, described what it is, talked about it being the cannabis-induced hyperemesis syndrome, and all that good stuff. And while there are people that are affected by it, for the most part, in my experience, it's not been an issue.
Okay, so I will say, now that I experienced it only with synthetics. I have eaten THC, real THC, because like I've taken like full, you're supposed to take a little Rick Simpson oil. So one time I was in the process of putting a little pea-sized piece of Rick Simpson oil under my tongue, and then I had a seizure moment.
I've done that, yeah.
And I squirted the whole thing in the back of my cake hole.
I've
The
done that.
whole tube. I've done it on purpose. I've done it on accident. I do have an announcement. I was given the rights to keep this if I so choose. Since I created it, it's my creation. I was the only one doing the work. I get to keep it. I don't have to kill off my creation. I worked very hard before Virginia, in Virginia, and after Virginia on that. And just because a person does things doesn't mean that you should have to kill something. A company shouldn't have to totally dissolve. You can just disband, and create a new version. So I have to think about that. That's an evaluation, self-evaluation thing. All by myself.
So years ago,
Sir?
here in the Northwest, somebody came out with these things called something beads. Something
Anal
beads. You put
beads?
it in your bong.
Did
And
you
Oh.
say Jericho?
it's these little plastic beads that sit down on your bong. And when you inhale, the beads cause more bubbles than you normally have. Causes more aeration, making the hit smoother and cooler. And it did cool the hit down. It made the hit much easier. I can't remember what they're called, something beads. But anyways, I had this bong. It's a 14-inch beaker, and I watched it came in a couple jars this size, and it said, okay, here's a YouTube video, watch it. So I did, and I did the 2 jars just like the video said, and I took a hit, and as soon as I pulled the thing out, one of those little fucking beads rode up my bong, right up
Uh-oh.
my bong, into my mouth, and
Oh
right
no.
in my lung. I started coughing. Like you couldn't. I called 911. I couldn't stop coughing. There was a bead in my lung. Like they did a CT scan and or MRI, whatever they did. I can't remember which one I got done. But at first they tried
Should
an
be
X-ray.
able to.
It's a plastic bead, So then they had to do the scan on me, and they said, "Yeah, it's in your right lung. It's about a 6 millimeter bead." And they said, "How'd it get there?"
Came up out of the bong, man.
Oh, yeah, I told them. So I got the company. I said, "Hey, man, you guys got no warning on your labels or nothing about anything like this happening. Man, you owe me for some doctor bills." At the time, I didn't have such great insurance, other than the VA. But I didn't go to the VA for this one. I went to the nearest hospital, and I had an ambulance ride. I said, "You guys are paying that shit, man. That's on you." And they wanted to try to fight me on it a little bit, but they realized they couldn't real quick. They got a lawyer who told them, "No, he's kind of got you on this one." Because they said, "Well, send us medical reports." I sent him a whole CD, baby, with everything on it, the scan results, everything, the everything, and so they said, "Well, what's it going to take to get us out of this?" And because they explained we're a brand new company, we're just starting out, we've only been in business a couple of years, and they gave me a thing of the financials and showed me what they're grossing and showed me what they're making and all this. And so I have a friend who's a tax lawyer who helped me out, did me a favor, took a look at the financials, and said, "Listen, you tell them you won't sue them, but you're their new employee, but you don't go to work. But from here on out, they just send you $500 a month from here on out. Just because you're going to have that thing in your lung the rest of your life. It's still there. It's become encapsulated. It's now a little spot in my lung that they find every time they do a scan on it." And so they did that for a few months. And then they realized, wait a minute, we can disincorporate and fuck him. So they did. They disincorporated. I couldn't sue them anymore. So there's no corporation to sue. They opened another business selling these things. They call them cash trays. Like an ashtray, like a big ashtray, but that had a big metal spike right in the middle of it. And you take your pipe and you put it on that metal spike and cash out your pipe with it, right? Yeah, like that. But the problem was, about 90 days after they opened shop, somebody went to do their pipe on that big metal spike and stabbed that spike right through their thumb, man. And sued the company, and they went out of business again. Those kids.
That's like the lady that sued McDonald's for the hot coffee.
Well, no, it's a little different. These people just kept coming up with shitty ideas, that were hazardous to the general public. They just kept coming up with one after one. McDonald's.
Well, the one that you said, like with the bead that come up out of there, most certainly. And then you got a big giant spike in the middle of a damn tree.
Yeah.
I mean,
that one kind of tells you don't go slamming your hand down on it and take aim.
I mean, not for one and one for taking the warning labels off of shit and letting damn nature thin the herd naturally.
Well, we are the nation that has the pizza boxes that says remove pizza from box before eating.
Hey, I see shit all the time that blows my mind.
Yeah.
That people do.
Oh, no. Hey, I've seen people literally standing in front of a microwave saying, would you hurry up? Seriously. No joke.
Well, it's like the lady that wanted the damn deer crossings moved to a place that wasn't as dangerous as the interstate.
Yeah, exactly right.
Years ago. I mean, she was serious as a heart attack. Why don't y'all put those crossings somewhere else? That's a dangerous place to have those.
I agree with her. That's a horrible place to have one of them.
I mean, we're really just living in their world. I mean, unfortunately, it don't work that way. If it did, hot damn, there wouldn't be nobody with fucked up cars from hitting deer.
Hey, man, when I was out there at my friend's house in Eastern Washington just recently, we're driving back and forth going to town one time, and that's range. That's cattle range area. So sure enough, we had to stop for the cattle to get across the road a couple times. It's just part of living out there.
Yep. That was always the thing that I worried about the most. When I used to travel a lot was end up hitting a deer.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I would do it at night.
Yeah.
And middle of the damn night, you're 2.5, 3 hours away from home.
Yeah.
Cream a damn deer.
Yeah.
In
a different state.
Well, that was it. I was driving to another state.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you're stuck with a fucking half pound of weed in a fucking communist state.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Allegedly.
That's gotta be the worst.
Yeah.
Not only
when you got a revel or your lock bag.
Not only are you worried about your shit being fucked up, but now you're worried about what the fuck's in the car, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a motherfucker. Yeah. Broke my dab rig. But I'm having fucking Murphy's Law. But I tell you what, everybody that knows me is going to say the same thing. I'm the frog that's choking that motherfucking bird.
Right? Never give up, motherfucker.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was going to grab something and I can't remember what it was.
Squirrel.
Squirt.
Chirp,
Yeah.
chirp.
Well, no Joey here tonight.
No Joey.
Okay.
No,
No Joey.
no Joey.
Well, he's-
Around. Gosh darn it.
Hopefully he'll be feeling better Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully.
So DB doesn't know it because I forgot to tell her. But Renee bought DB a spot for her birthday in the fucking thing.
Nice.
Let's just say I'm not mentally fucking here. That's why I need Fishing Gold to write down DB.
DB. Okay. That's that right here. Oh,
I forgot to do that when Renee was in here. Son of a biscuit. So DB, that was what I was supposed to add. What do you want on your dog tag, DB? Do you want me to, because they're regular size dog. I do not have the dog tags. Like, because I used to have the tiny ones for the dogs. I can't find them. I'm organized. Like I'm a bachelor, but I'm organized. Disorganized, organized, whatever you want to call it. I'm functionally organized. Renee is a sweet lady.
yeah, she's great.
Renee won our last big giveaway. All kinds of packs of seeds up in that motherfucker.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, Renee and what's her husband? David?
David, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's a you don't hit her now.
So, dude, you couldn't get it. You didn't have enough money.
Okay. No worries. Come on, man.
Can you hear you?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Peter.
Hello, how are you?
What's up, Peter?
What's up, man? Everything else is completed.
Okay.
Very happy people.
Very good, thank you.
Anybody got anything exciting coming up besides Fungus Friday? Oh, I do have an announcement. Same thing that happened to the last, this last three. That fucker went mold. I got it out of here. I didn't even take a picture.
Oh, okay. Did you get all the mushrooms off that one and it molded or what?
Before it molded, yeah.
Okay.
Like when I told you I was pulling them, I pulled them, and then I had them on the stove drying. I did it the old whatever.
Yeah.
They're on the stove.
Yeah.
They're really small. They're tiny.
Yeah.
But they were open.
Yeah.
But here's my thing.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what could be making. Oh, shit. What could be making
The mold?
well in that controlled environment?
I know, but it's called contamination.
Right.
Either well, first of all, the one that you opened is exposed to any spore that's in your room. Every mold,
Yes.
every mold that's in your room is going to get on your active mycelium, and it's going to be the perfect place for it to grow. So when the second you cut that bag, if you've got any mold mildew in your house, you're gonna know it. You might get 2 or 3 flushes, but you're gonna know it pretty fairly quickly. Those bags, either the bag substrate was not pasteurized properly, or the needle that injected the spores wasn't 100% sterilized, or the spores weren't 100% sterilized. But that's usually very, very, very unlikely that it's the spores, because normally you'll see it in the syringe. You'll see this cloudy, moldy, before
It was a big cloudy, but it didn't look.
No. It would be like you wouldn't be able to see through it at all. It would
Okay.
be like a gray sludge in there. Yeah, it would be pretty obvious. And like I said, it's hardly ever that.
Cole, did he soak the substrate after?
No. This is a different thing, Peter.
Oh, okay.
This isn't what we do.
Oh,
This is not what we do.
No.
Different process.
I am saving up to be able to do that soon.
Yeah, well, it's good when you can grow your own mushrooms. You don't have to, you know, you're cooking a steak or something, man. You just throw down some mushrooms, man. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
onions,
Or your
garlic,
neighbor or your neighbor's cooking something.
right? Yeah. Oh
Shit,
no,
Jared, if it's your neighbor, you might want to stay away if they're cooking.
right? No, dude,
Right?
growing mushrooms is a pretty easy thing to do. You just got to mess with it a little bit once in a while, and then you let it go for 2 weeks. Then you mess with it a little bit more, and you let it go for 2 weeks. You know, I mean, it's really kind of, just let it go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Growing everything is fun. You know, let me tell you something. I attend that group that we like, the marijuana maintenance program. I attend their programs every day, and they liken recovery to growing plants. You know, they take you through the whole process of recovery, and then they make it. They what's the word I'm looking for? They associate it with growing and plants and things like this. You know, and it's really an interesting thing that we do that they do over there. And yeah, if anybody's looking for a green and clean recovery program, yeah, you find marijuana maintenance program. I think it's marijuanamaitanceprogram.org. What is it? Let me see. Let me find out. Just to be sure. It might be .com, but I'm going to find out here in 1 second. But yeah, that marijuana maintenance program is a pretty good program to be a part of. And okay, let's see here. That's not it.
Yeah.
406 Miner in the house. What's going on? Joe's a little sick. He's watching football.
Okay, let's see here. Marijuana maintenance program can be found at marijuanamaitanceprogram.com. Yeah. It can also be found on Facebook as well. And anyway, so yeah, if anybody's looking for a green and clean space to attend recovery groups, why MMP is there for you.
Well, 406
Oh goodness,
is fighting a bit of cancer.
Oh no.
Man, well, your prayers are with you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Fight that fight, man. Fuck cancer. Fuck
He's
that
a
shit.
Montana miner.
Yeah, well, good. He's a fighter then. I never knew anybody weak coming out of Montana, to be honest with you.
Cool.
Oh, no, I do, I guess.
Yeah.
That's easy.
I know. But you didn't catch on to it when you said that.
No, I did. Peter was born in the great state of Montana. He was raised in Wyoming.
How do
Wyoming.
you like Wyoming?
Yeah, how was Wyoming, Peter?
Cold winters, hot summers.
And
You
wind-
love the spring and the fall.
except for the wind.
Oh yeah, there's wind there. It never stops.
Yeah. Wyoming has less people per acre than any other city or any other state in the country, including Alaska. As a matter of fact, it has less people than Alaska has.
But they're in the
That's like
winter mountains. That's why they're so winter.
Yeah.
that's like where my buddies they sold their farm down here, and they're moving up closer to the Virginia line, and they're right there at the base of the mountains, and the wind never stops fucking blowing there.
Yeah.
Never stops.
What's up the next grow?
And that shit's cold coming off the mountains.
Yeah. I used to live in this little town here in Washington called Bering, Washington. You know, like the Bering, Alaska, but it was instead of Washington State. But it was right up in the mountains and right up in the Cascade Mountains. So the cold would come right down the valley from the pass. The cold would come down the valley. We had mountains on both sides of us, very close. We had a river that ran through, the Skycomish River, and then we had very sharp ridges on either side. So during the winter time, we had a direct sunlight. We had less than an hour in the winter time.
Oh,
Because it would just barely make it over the ridge for less than an hour.
Hmm.
During the summertime, we had about 12 hours, I want to say, 11 hours. I mean, everybody else had like 16, 18 hours light. We're getting like 12. You know, we had like 4 or 5 hours less than everybody else got because of that ridge line. The sun would come above it and then go below it, and that was it. You know, but then when the summer would come on, there'd be no wind, so we'd just be sitting in this dead air valley and just sweat your ass off. Yeah, and then in the winter, the wind and snow would come in. Just oh my god, it's crazy living up there.
worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Snowing there, snowing here.
Well, it's not snowing here in Washington. Well, in this part anyway, Seattle.
Wolf and Hound.
Wolf and Hound, hey, yo.
How much y'all got on the ground up there, Jericho?
More than a fucking enough. I don't know. You want me to go out there with the fucking yardstick and dip her in there and come back with a reading? I will.
I mean, I figured you'd have a basic idea. I guess when you deal with snow,
Was that a yardstick or a ruler you got?
It's hanging on the wall.
What is the yardstick or a ruler?
This is a ruler.
Oh,
The
it's a metal
yardstick's up
ruler.
there.
Hey, Jericho, that metal ruler you got? Did you know they're not making them any longer?
Yeah. They make them any shorter either.
Okay. He's on to me. Damn it. I'm going to have to find a whole new crowd. God dang it.
even the sun shines on the dog's ass.
Right. Man, I saw an ad for I know people are getting lazy and all, but I saw an ad for this guy that will come to your house and pick up the poop in your yard. $15 a week.
It's a big business down here where I'm at.
It was great. I had the guy working for me for like 6 months. And then he found out I didn't have a dog.
Fishing
He didn't pick up on that toilet paper.
What's that, man?
That's fucked. Joey, the reason he ain't getting his seeds is because dude sent him his $10 back for shipping and told him to fuck off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do what?
Foremost Farms or Pole Smoker Farms or no, what was it? Not Important Farmer.
Yeah,
I grow other people's weed because I can't grow my own.
gotcha.
Something. But yeah, his video ain't on our channel no more. Yeah, he ripped off a bunch of people, but this one he sent the money back because they filed a vendor
Gotcha.
dispute or some shit. I don't know. We'll get more details because
Gotcha.
I messaged the people I told you I was gonna message about,
Yeah.
and that was the response she got.
Oh, wow.
Was like something I don't know.
Wow. That's,
When you deal with dummies,
yeah.
when you're dealing with a dummy, you wish his mom would have took the cum on the tummy. Anyways, if she would have swallowed, we wouldn't be here today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Thursday. I know I am. We're at that hour mark, and we ain't got to go anywhere. I just got news that my one of my very good friends is up at the dispensary, The Plug, in New Buffalo, Michigan. He just got hired up there. He said if you come in and you give shout out Hood Billy, he'll tell you hi.
Hey, you know something though? That I am getting a good deal on that Hood Billy discount at Starbucks Coffee. I go in and I mention Hood Billy at any Starbucks, and they'll give me a cup of coffee for $7.50.
That's right.
That's not cheap coffee.
Well, no, it's normally $5, but I mentioned Hood Billy and it's $7.50.
Yeah, if you go to we do have another seed distributor coming up soon. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like I might be making a trip to Michigan. I ain't got any fucking money, but I've been stuck in the house for a while, and
Yeah.
I got a friend from here that's gonna make a trip up there, and I guess they got to go like way up in there somewhere. So
Let me know what part, because I got people up there.
we'll do.
People in the industry up there, by the way.
All right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people buy us when she does her BOGOs.
Yeah.
I know somebody that's getting a whole shit. They're already sealed. I can't show them off. I know somebody that's got a whole bunch of seeds coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know somebody with a sitting there like this that's got a pack of seeds coming. It's in my dresser. He's got his Christmas present coming.
Right.
He's got all kinds of shit in there. You don't even know it's in there.
Hey,
Outside of the box 13.
right? It's Brandon from IBI. You know, man.
Hey, that's the guy that made the grinder.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get my grinder today, but I think they're going to be delivering it tomorrow. I was just going to check on it officially.
Grandma, I don't know when yours will be here, but Grandma's got her eyes rolled. I wonder what she said. What did I say? What did I do? Was I being a smart ass?
Not you.
Yeah, it says I'm supposed to get my my grinder by 9 o'clock tonight.
Shit, it could still show up. I had a
Yeah.
tiny jar of weed.
I got a funny feeling I won't be here till tomorrow, but that's okay. It's worth waiting for.
All right, so this weed is hard as a rock.
Yeah.
I've got some weed that is hard, solid as a rock. So I'm dropping 2 chunks down in there.
Okay. What are you using? We can't see what you're using.
Well, yeah, I got the outside of the box Beehive grinder.
Well, show it to us.
Well, I will as soon as I get it lifted up.
Firing minds and all.
Yeah, you're just as impatient as Joe.
Right?
You old fuckers. So he's got this thing. Hold on, I got butt. Here's the cup. The weeds in the cup. See that? Oh, I'm dropping weed. It's hard and chunky.
Hard and chunky weed.
Hard and
Weed.
chunky weed.
They bought some
So
weed.
I'm gonna put this thing on here, and it literally, so weed's hard and chunky. It literally takes a little. It's done. Like that's it. Oh no, I fibbed. I think it must have to hit it, huh? But no, that was it. Gargantuan, whatever. And now it's just a nice dust. There's going to be no stem chunks ripping your papers.
Nice.
But I will suggest getting you a clean makeup brush or a clean toothbrush because you're going to have weed dust and keef really fast up in here. Really fast. But this will, if you got leafy buds from Home Grow, whatever you have, this will grind it really fast and really, really clean.
Nice.
I really like this motherfucker. It's really nice.
Should I put the pizza
All right.
on?
Yeah, I've got one coming in black. You want to?
Grandma's got one coming in purple. He specially ordered the stuff and he's making it in purple.
Nice.
Nice.
It's already on her way.
Nice. Very nice. I can't wait to get my honeybee high grinder. That's a nice looking tomato he's holding in his profile pic. You know, let me tell you a little story. I had a buddy who was growing some medical cannabis, had licensing and all that good stuff back in the day. And his girlfriend said, well, honey, since this is our garden, I want to throw some plants in. And he says, well, pray tell, what type of plants? She says, heirloom tomatoes. He asked me about it. I told him, no, don't let her do it. Well, why not? I said, well, anything that you introduce to your garden is going to be potential space for mold, mildew, pests, anything else to grow on. So you really don't want anything in addition growing in your space that you don't need. For one, Second of all, those lights only put out so many absorbable lumens. If you have tomato plants absorbing some of those absorbable lumens, then that energy is not all going to your plants. Some of it's going to the tomatoes. Not all the energy is getting there. You gotta, and if you've got energy to waste, you need to tighten up your room or something, And despite my warning, he gave in and put in their own tomatoes into his room, and he got powdery mildew. Started on the tomatoes, and it went across his room, and he had little problems. What are your guys' thoughts on growing other stuff in the room with your cannabis? Do you do
Absolutely
it?
not. No.
Well, hold on. We talked about it, and there is certain situations.
Oh,
Controlled in the bag. The mushrooms in the bag for CO2 until they open them.
well, yeah, but you're not going to ever fruit those mushrooms.
No.
Plus, to be honest with you, to make
Not enough
you need
CO2.
900 ppms of CO2 in your atmosphere to do any good for your cannabis. The amount of bags you would need to produce 900 ppms of CO2 is going to be a lot. It's going to be a ton of those bags.
Yep.
So it's going to be better to be on the bottle or have a
Or
CO2
the burner.
Yeah.
On the bottle or the burner.
Bottle or the burner, one or the other. No, those bags are really
But
not
just be
very-
careful. Just be careful if you're running either one, not to go in alone.
Well,
bottle for a tent and a burner for a damn room. You know what I mean? That's always kind of been that's kind of the rule on that.
yeah. Plus, you always got a meter going, so you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to give them too much either. So,
Yeah.
I don't think you really got to worry about it too much till you get up around 1600, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
1600 plus.
Yeah. And that's a lot of CO2.
You just start feeling woozy, you just run for the exit.
Right?
Look, yeah. So this guy, he's got this. I got videos I'm gonna be putting up. This guy, he's in this tent. He's spraying stuff down, wiping it down, and he's inside the tent with the bottle of alcohol. And all of a sudden, everything's going womp 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 womp. And then he's like, "Hey, Kyle, I'm fucked up. Help me out of this cocksucking tent, Kyle. I'm
Yeah, that
high as
wasn't-
shit."
And that wasn't isopropyl, you know what I mean? That was the good shit.
Yeah.
That was the good alcohol. The stuff that the damn fumes will get you fucking high. Jericho's proof of that. And look, he's never been the same ever again.
Right? Huh.
He's still a little spacey there.
That was
Let me tell
pretty
you
fun.
something, man. I got some Mountain Dew for a friend of mine, and she was brave enough to take about a quarter of a shot of this stuff, and it was probably, I want to say, 160 proof. Like it was some high octane rum. You know what I mean? The sugar and molasses rum. And she it was a little too hot for her, so we proofed it down to right about 90 to 100 for her. And she's gonna make cordials out of it, you know, like cherry and blueberry and all that. She's making that for holidays. But so I got her that, and I also got her a bottle of Icelandic vodka. I don't drink, so you know, it's fun for me to buy my friends, you know, for my friends though. But what
Yeah.
it is, I took this vodka and I bought a black truffle, one truffle, and I sliced it as thin as I could, as thin as I possibly could. And I put that mushroom in that vodka, resealed it, recorked it, resealed it, and it sat. It was supposed to be opened up 6 months ago, so it's actually sat for almost a year. It's sat, and I smelled it when they opened it the other day during Thanksgiving. They opened it, took a little sip of it, but it smelled phenomenal, like truffles and the grains from the vodka and everything. It smelled like almost like a sweet mushroom, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does or not, but they said that it was very delicious. That they would love to. They could see drinking like a martini with this, you know, and even then they'd probably have it straight up and not have any vermouth in it because it was very good on. So it just stood up so well by itself. Yeah.
I drank too much damn vodka back in damn high school. I can't touch that shit no more. If I smell it, it makes me want to throw up. Now, some 7 times distilled,
Mhm.
you know what I mean, up there a little more top shelf, that's not quite as bad. But man, anything that's along the lines of cheap, man, when I smell it, it just makes my stomach turn.
Yeah.
I got so damn sick off of that shit in junior high and high school. Oh my God.
Yeah. I used to like drinking screwdrivers, you know?
That's what I was drinking.
Yeah.
And we used it for PJ and shit like that too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if we didn't use Everclear, then we'd use some good cheap vodka.
Yeah.
Some JW Dant.
Yeah. My wife, she liked drinking fuzzy navels. You know, the peach schnapps and
Oh yeah.
yeah, that whole thing. Yeah. Grenadine, little cherry syrup in there. Yeah.
There was a lot of PJ parties, you
Yeah.
know, the years that I partied.
Yeah.
We either made PJ or swamp water.
Yeah.
And swamp water was basically more of a citrus version. Pineapple juice, orange juice,
Yeah.
you know, pineapple, orange, cherries.
Yeah.
That was some good shit.
Yeah, I haven't drank in a long time. So almost, well, over 28, almost 29 years. I haven't had a drink.
5 years from
But
now.
Yeah, congratulations.
I enjoy the smell, though. I still enjoy the smell of liquor, you know, but I can enjoy it without having any desire for it. Like I literally a couple years ago, Peter and I went down to a friend's birthday party at a bar. I even bought the guy a drink.
Yeah.
You know, doesn't trigger me at all. I
And
can
once you're done with it, you're done with it.
beer. Yeah, I can drink an NA beer, not a problem. You know, but I just can't drink alcohol. Can't drink alcohol. Can't do drugs. It just makes me, and that's not who I am.
Yeah. Buddy of mine, that's what when you said you used to like the smell of it. I got a good buddy of mine. That's what he said his thing was with cocaine. He just liked the way it smelled. That motherfucker.
Started-
I'm back in. I can't get my thing to connect. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Should I start it?
You know,
Start it? Should I start it?
Yeah.
Okay.
just clean up before you do.
And they're dropping like flies around here, Cole.
I've already
Yep.
written it down.
Yeah, man. So this priest, a minister, and a rabbi, they walk into a bar. And the bartender says, "What is this, a joke?"
Boy, was it funny. I'm sorry.
I'll keep to myself for the rest of the night.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'll tell you about a little Johnny. Have you ever heard about little Johnny?
I've heard lots of stories about little Johnny.
Well, you know how much of a liar that little shit is, right?
Could be.
Well, he used to tell stories so bad that it upset the whole class, and the teacher couldn't stand it. He get the class so off track that she couldn't keep order. She went down to the principal. She said, "What do I do about little Johnny with all the stories he tells? He tells these big, elaborate lies, and you just can't stand to listen to him, and it backs the whole class up." And the principal says, "I'll tell you what you do. It's easy. The next time he tells one of them whoppers, you send him down to me. I'll tell him an even bigger story. He'll see how dumb it sounds, and he'll knock it off." She says, "That's a good idea. Let's do it." So sure enough, next day, little Johnny shows up half hour late for school. Teacher says, "Johnny, why are you late for school?" And Johnny says, "Well, teacher, to be honest with you, I left half an hour early to be here before anybody else. Well, what happened with me was while I was walking to school, I found a paper clip and I bent
Good
it
night,
around
Gypsy.
into a hook shape. And then I found a piece of kite string and I tied the hook onto the string. And I dug up a little worm and I put a worm on the hook and I dabbled in that little creek that runs beside the road there, the highway. And I caught a 250-pound king salmon. And by the time I fought that salmon, got it up on shore and drug it home, and Mom and I cleaned it and put it in the freezer, well, here I am late for school. Teacher says, "Johnny, that's the worst story I've ever heard. I want you to go down and tell the principal what happened." So boy, Johnny trudges down to the principal's office. Doesn't want to have to see the principal about this, but he tells him the story in its entirety. And the principal says, "Johnny, I can understand why you're late this morning." He says, "I was late to school myself." He said, "But what happened to me was I was coming across that little park in the middle of town, walking to the school building, and behind this little teeny tiny bush jumped a 2,500-pound Kodiak bear. This big bear come out from behind that little tiny bush. It was going to kill me and eat me. The only thing that saved me was this little Mexican Chihuahua came zipping across the park, grabbed that bear, wrestled him down to the ground, killed the bear, and that little tiny Chihuahua ate that whole bear. There wasn't a drop of blood left. He ate that whole bear." Little Johnny says, "I know it. It's my dog, and that's the second bear he ate this week."
What's up, fat?
It goes to show you the first liar's always got a chance.
Oh,
That's right. That's the people right there that make the best storytellers later in life.
Right? Yep, they are.
I had an uncle from the mountains, and he was a wide open motherfucker. When I mean to tell you wide open, this man was straight hillbilly off the side of the mountain, had an outhouse, had, I mean, like, good as people as you ever asked to meet. But I mean, just a first class fucking outlaw, 100% certified crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Took 5 shots in the stomach from a 22 pistol,
Oh shit.
and then took the guy's pistol and damn near beat the guy to damn death with it, with the butt of it,
Hell.
when he was a young man. Yeah.
Huh.
With 5 bullets in his belly. Crazy. And he always said, you know, every time you went in to see him, he'd be like, come on in here and sit down. Let's see who can tell the biggest lie. And he, you know, all the old timers would sit there and do like just like that. They'd be telling these damn whoppers
Yeah.
of stories. And it was just the funniest shit. You know, when you're young, you don't know what to believe and what not to believe either, because, you know, they're just feeding you that shit because you're gullible as hell at that age.
Yeah.
But man, when you get older and you sit and think back on all the stories you heard and them motherfuckers cutting up and shit like that, it was just good times, you know.
Yeah.
He was a wild motherfucker. He had a damn river that ran out across right there in front of his house, and there'd be a whole bunch of people come canoeing down through there, and he had a rope tied on the other side of that damn stream.
Yeah.
And if the damn canoers were coming down through there raising hell and shit like that, he'd go over there, and as soon as the canoes got on that damn rope, he'd pull that fucking rope and turn them fucking canoes over the damn river.
Oh my God.
He had a damn bear call. And when I mean to tell you, all it was a coffee can with a piece of wax cord and a button.
Yeah.
And when you pulled this thing, it sounded like a fucking bear screaming at the top of its lungs.
Oh man.
And people would get out of them damn canoes on the side of the river to piss or something, and he'd yank that fucking cord.
Oh my God.
we was watching some damn spotlighters one night. It was like a whole group of them, and they were probably half a mile, 3/4 mile away from us. And we're watching them because they're walking, and all we see is the spotlight bouncing around, and
Yeah.
you know, you could see it. There was 2 or 3 of them that were holding them, and he pulled that damn cord. Next thing you know, their spotlights turned in circles, and then started motivating back down the damn road, going back towards the campsites.
Right.
And then they stopped for a second, start spinning around looking. He'd yank that motherfucking bear call again. They spin them things a couple times, and you see them start trotting back down the damn road. He would fuck with anybody that he could fuck with. He had a Tomaz scooters, and he'd take this damn thing and ride it up the damn mountain. And be like, how far do you go, Uncle Johnny? He'd be like, as far as I can make it before I fall off this motherfucker.
Yeah. Huh.
And then I'm like, well, how long does it take you to get back down? He said, I usually go up there about 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes I might be up there 8. I'm like, you know, what the fuck's he doing? Well, his wife told me, she's like, he's got jars of shine dug in and hid all over that damn mountainside over there. So wherever he falls off that damn scooter, he ain't got to go but about 20 foot max. And he'll find him a jar. Depending on how much he sits there and drinks on the side of the mountain, depends on how long it'll take him to get back off the mountain.
Right.
I was like, I mean, he was a wild ass.
That's playing some chess there, man.
He was something.
Yeah.
DB said them folks are telling some Bigfoot stories.
Hey, they didn't never talk about Bigfoot much in this parts down here, you know.
Well, you know, the only government record of a Bigfoot was ever written in Washington State near Mount St. Helens. And it's written by a USGS geologist who says his cabin came under attack by an unknown ape-like human, whatever. Just basically described a Bigfoot and said that they threw like rocks and trees, limbs, or whatever at the building, trying to get them to leave the woods, and they got out of there hastily. Anyways, yeah. But it's the only government official that's ever filed a report like that. And it was from a long time ago, too.
I feel like, with where we're at in the world, as far as, exploration of places that, people don't live in,
Yeah,
I feel like if it was out there, we would have, like, known by now.
yeah, we'd have run into it by now.
Or we'd have found a carcass.
Yeah.
I mean, we find motherfucking dinosaurs,
Yeah. But we
but
found
we can't find a Bigfoot carcass.
Hey, man. So
He buries himself.
when I was living
That's
up
what's
there,
going on. He's burying himself, Cole.
when I was living up there in the mountains in Bering, Washington, it was the main highway back and forth to the pass, and people use that highway all year long because in the wintertime they got they got the winter sport skiing, right? And in the summertime they got mountain biking and an alpine sled, so they got stuff going on year round. Well, one summer, I'm walking up the highway from my house to the only business in town, which is a little restaurant and all this. But I'm walking up there, and the whole highway is stopped because obviously there's a wreck or something going on, up at the somewhere on the highway. So I'm walking up the highway towards the store, and somebody rolls their window down, and they say, "Hey, you know what's going up ahead?" I said, "No. My house is right there. I just started walking." Well, somebody else saw me talking to that first person. So they figured I knew something. So they asked me, "Hey, what's going on?" Man, I got no idea. What up, So I got like a half a mile I got to walk. And sure as shit, and people were asking me. So I finally come up with something. And the first one that I came up with was, the guy says, "What's going on up ahead?" I said, "Well, they got the game department shut down the highway." He says, "How come?" "They ran over a Bigfoot." "What?" "You got a real bit. I saw the body before they put the yellow sheet over him. Somebody actually ran. They got an actual Bigfoot. Highway's gonna be closed so further notice. They have an actual Bigfoot dead on the ground on the highway." And these old rednecks are like, "You're kidding me." I just walked by. I'm telling you. Just so you know, now I'm telling people this. Well, then I get up to this car full of these kids, and when they roll their window down, I'm ready to tell them my Bigfoot story. Weed clouds just start fucking coming out, right? So they said, "Hey, man, what's going on up ahead, man?" I says, "Oh, you're gonna hate this, man. It's the first green DUI checkpoint in state history." They go, "What?" I said, "Yeah, marijuana, and they're doing like a DUI checkpoint, but for marijuana, just right up the road up here." And they go, "You're shitting me." "No, I said, whatever. You don't believe me, I'll see you later." And I get walking, and those guys turned their damn car around and started going back the other. And I tried to wave them down, and tell them I was fucking with them, but no, they took off, man. They went down Highway 90, went all the way down I-90, I bet you, to avoid.
Hey, better safe than sorry,
I'm telling you, I didn't mean to do that to them, but my God.
Why did they give you a ride?
If I didn't give me a raid,
Damn, Cole.
right?
One person you got thinking there's Bigfoot laid out on the highway. He done got Harry and the Hendersons knocked the fuck out down here.
Yeah.
The other ones you got them turning around like the scene off Super Troopers.
Well, they filmed Harry and the Hendersons right there in Index, which is the next town from Bering, Washington. So,
All right, now, Fat.
yeah, see that.
It's one of my favorite movies from
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah. Where the, remember Don Amici, the doctor, the crazy Bigfoot doctor?
Yeah.
He lived in that Quonset hut thing,
Yeah.
Well, some people I know bought that and turned it into a coffee stand, but it's still got the Quonset hut there. They got a big wooden Bigfoot up there, big chainsaw carving of Bigfoot, and
Nice.
They're doing pretty good up there for themselves.
That's good.
Be honest, people are kind of, jackasses, but whatever. They don't make very good coffee, but they're in a convenient spot, so they sell lots of it. You know,
Well, convenience is one thing that people will pay for over quality.
yeah, if everybody lives up there actually drives the extra 7 miles into town to get the good coffee from the woodshed. Yeah, but yeah, they
Oh,
got
you don't go get that good Starbucks coffee?
No, I don't go to Starbucks. I go to a place called Muddy Waters here in Seattle. Can't say enough about them. They're so good. They just opened a new location in the University District, and it has indoor seating. The other place is a drive-through. Now they got a place where you can actually go sit down and enjoy your coffee with your friends or whatever you'd like to do. But yeah,
It's cold. I believe it's a balmy 11 degrees with wind chill. I believe it's about a 5 below.
well,
Damn
nice.
it, man.
I can feel it inside through the floor.
Oh boy.
It's like being in the camper all again.
Hmm.
Hercules is up on the couch, pissed off. I need to get his blanket.
Set a timer for that.
No idea. Let's see. It shouldn't be.
Hey, I love that up north weather.
Oh, it's still.
No, you don't.
He said,
I,
no, you don't.
I can only grow 5 plants here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what's the word? Fiduciarily. Obviously, I mean, it's financially viable. You know, where I am is a good place to start. I'm not
Yeah.
looking to move. I actually have a heat. Yeah, there's heat tape on the one part. I guess I should make sure it's plugged in. I don't even know.
Yeah, you should.
I've got a heater on the pipes in the bathroom right now.
Yeah, the
Blowing on
last
them.
thing you want is frozen pipes.
That's just so I can have a warm poo.
Yeah,
The one from the mountains that you gave me, Kyle. That little eco heater. That's what's
Yeah.
in the bathroom. That's what makes
Nice.
the shower warm and the bathroom warm.
there you go.
Nice.
But the
You took enough cold.
all
You
the
took enough
plumbing's-
cold poops, hadn't you?
Yeah. Pooping on a bucket out in the mountains in North Carolina and Virginia was a motherfucker. Listen, I roughed it. For a couple
Virginia
years.
was the only place you had to do that. You had plumbing
No, I
in
had to
North
do
Carolina.
it. Not for a minute. We had that hurricane thing happen.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a motherfucker. We had the tornado
to the-
hurricane
back to the-
fucking
Yeah,
thing.
back to the bucket you go.
Yep. Shitting on a 5-gallon bucket in the mountains. But I will say I never had a prettier view to drop a deuce than the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Woo-wee.
That was pretty view.
92 acres of
Apparently, you've never been in the alley between Pike and Pine in Seattle.
When you got to go, man.
That's right.
No, Seattle is just become a toilet. All the alleys are just not toilets. They're just, you can't even, the areas that I used to take my nieces, my kids, and my nephews, and friends, kids, and stuff, we'd go downtown to Westlake Center and we'd have a good day, and we'd go to McDonald's and have McDonald's and go to the Westlake Center and walk up and down the, to the waterfront, we'll do whatever. Those days are long gone, man. You take your kids there now, they're going to see people with their pants halfway hanging off them, hunched over, smoking confetti, the ambulance there hauling dead people away, people trying to sell drugs to anybody, trying to sell stolen merchandise to everybody,
You're just hoping you don't get robbed yourself.
Well, yeah, that's just it. Aggressively panhandling and all of this, you just, you're in fear for your life when you go down there. Then once you get to like the Pike Place Market, you're okay because they don't really go in there, But getting there and coming out of there is a hazard to your safety.
Yeah.
And the current administration is doing nothing about it. The incoming administration doesn't care enough about Seattle to do anything about it.
It's just really been kind of let be one of them places that anything goes
Yeah.
to the point to where, you know, that's just,
They had an area that the people living, not even the people living there, people in there had nothing to do with it. A group of idiots moved in on Capitol Hill and had this whole area called the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. And they cordoned it off from the public. Like this violent armed group took over part of Capitol Hill in the name of defunding the police and George Floyd and BLM.
yeah, see, that's when I believe we should be sending in our National Guard,
Yeah, absolutely.
or you send some of the Marines over for a little bit of training,
Yeah,
pre-combat training.
not
You don't
Jay,
have to use life-threatening measures.
yeah, not Jay Inslee.
But a good beat. But some people could benefit from a good beating.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like if you like to go stand in the road in front of cars, I think it should be perfectly legal to run your ass over.
Right.
Because there's too many times when people become victims
Yeah.
when they stop their car for a protest. You know what I mean? Like they could have just ran through you people, but they stop. You know, and then you pull them out of their cars and beat their ass.
Yeah.
You know, that's not ever going to be me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking up the whole front end of the car.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing some acrobatic shit,
Yeah.
and I'm going to fuck home.
Yeah. And if y'all
I'm
come,
blank.
then y'all going for a ride.
They don't get out on the roads here.
Yeah.
They fucking know better.
Look at this.
Stand on the sidewalk. Stand on the sidewalk and raise all the hell you want. That is your right.
Yep.
All about free speech, even if I don't agree with it. But the minute you take your ass off that fucking sidewalk, motherfucker, it's Frogger time.
So get this. They had this big protest down by Interstate 5, the interstate. And
Oh yeah.
This is during the BLM riots. So the big riotous scene is going on, fucking up traffic right next to the freeway, next to the interstate. And these people start flooding out on the interstate. At the same time, somebody who gets confused with as to where he's supposed to be going to get on the interstate, because they've closed down the interstate, because they've already told the highway patrol we're going to close it down right here. So they've closed it down preemptively. But this one guy gets confused as to which way he's supposed to go. He gets on the interstate going the wrong way
Oh no.
and runs over runs over a girl who ain't supposed to be on the interstate in the first place. Well, he ain't supposed to be on that interstate either going in that direction, but she sure as hell ain't supposed to be out there without a vehicle. She is
Well,
wrong,
it's hard.
and everybody's crying for her. And I'm thinking to myself, if she wasn't playing in the street, she never would have got run over.
I agree with that, but I mean, it's also hard for me to believe that you could run exit to exit. Now, don't get me wrong, in cities, those exits can be close. We
Yeah.
got them in Charlotte like that here. But it's hard for me to, you know, I have seen it. I mean, we were coming down 77 yesterday past a rest area that's in between the two, you know, northbound, southbound lane. It's
Yeah.
in the middle. And
Yeah.
if you follow that thing around, you can go all the way around to the other side where you're coming in northbound,
Yeah.
even if you come in that rest area from the southbound.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy were coming back when I was consulting with a guy up out of Sparta years ago. And
Yeah.
we're coming back down 77 and we're cruising about 80 because it's 70-mile-an-hour zone through there.
Mhm.
We're smoking a big old fatty coming down through there. And it's nighttime. Well, we look over and there's a guy getting on the interstate, you know, a good 80 yards, 100 yards over in the other lane.
Oh no.
He's headed southbound in the northbound lane
Oh no.
because there's no cars coming down the lane at that time. So he just gets on the damn interstate on the wrong lane and he's booking it. Well, all of a sudden you see some cars crest a hill in a distance and we're like, what the fuck? How long is it going to take him to figure, like, you know, damn, we're over here blazed as shit and we're in the right damn lane, you know, how fucked up is he?
Right.
And about that time he seen the cars, he turned that motherfucker around and got headed back in the opposite direction before anything happened.
Good for him.
But like I've seen that shit, you know, but a lot of times it's just hard for me to believe.
This guy didn't go from exit to exit. He had just entered the interstate.
Okay.
Like I said, there's a riot going on the surface streets.
Yeah, they come off the exit to get on the interstate too.
He was driving on the surface street, trying to figure out how to get on the freeway, not knowing it was closed. Saw a ramp, got on the ramp. As soon as he hit the freeway and hit freeway speeds, he hit the lady before he even got to the next exit. He hit her way before, so he had no way to know because there were no other cars on the interstate. There was nobody on the interstate because it was blocked off like a mile in each direction.
Yeah.
You know? So as soon as he got on there, there was just this woman standing there, and he hit her. He didn't mean to. He didn't want, like, for God's sakes. But
Yeah.
sure, they prosecuted him. Oh yeah, she's the one playing on the interstate, and they prosecuted him.
Well, the bad thing is they probably gave her family millions of dollars.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
You know, that's one of the bullshit things that really pisses me off. People sue for the dumbest shit now
Yeah,
and get paid out the ass for stuff. And then you go out here on the road and get hit by a damn a vehicle. You get hit by a car by somebody doing something wrong that permanently changes your life.
yeah,
And you're lucky if you can fucking get your hospital bills paid off of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's the stupidest shit
really.
what they have allowed the courts to do as far as like settlements and shit too. You gonna sit there? It's like George Floyd. You gonna sit there and tell me that dope man's life was worth all them millions of fucking dollars? He was gonna make that in his life and provide that for his family?
No, and the BLM thing didn't help the black community one bit.
Not a bit. All they did, that was just a fucking money laundering scheme.
Yeah, they bought
That's all that was.
They bought a bunch of property, investments. Yeah,
Yep.
they still got it. Nobody's taking it from them. Everybody knows it. They got it.
Well,
Yeah,
in which
Yeah.
I don't believe, you know, what they did to George Floyd was right. You know what I mean? Don't nobody deserve to be
no,
killed on the fucking ground. You know what I
No.
mean?
cops
but-
are too heavy-handed sometimes.
There are bad cops out there that do fucked up shit.
Yes, there are.
And they make it hard on all the good ones that are just trying to do a decent, honest job that really we all need. I mean, let's just be honest. I don't think anybody wants things to go back to the Wild Wild West era where you're having to shoot and kill people regularly to prevent them from taking your shit. I mean,
Yeah,
we all say we could deal with it. Yeah, we could fucking deal with it.
yeah.
I got more heat than hell. I can deal with it. But do I fucking want to? No, I don't want to have to be killing people. It's not my place in this world to do that. Should I have to? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I snatch your fucking soul in a heartbeat to save mine or spare my family.
Yeah,
But I'd really rather not.
yeah,
I'd really rather not. I'd love to be able to make it through my life without ever having to do that.
yeah.
But rest assured, before it be me, it'd definitely be you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
DB says they didn't kill him. He died from the drug overdose or the fentanyl he swallowed when they were arresting him.
You know, that's another thing. They proved. I mean, I've seen the reports that said that. You know, whether everybody wants to say that that's bullshit, you know, or not, but
No,
there's some kind of big breaking news shit that's getting ready to happen with that police officer that did that.
yeah, he's supposed to. He's got a court case coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some kind of new evidence that's being submitted or something that's supposed to be pretty big.
yeah.
I mean, you think by this point in this world, we could figure out a way to make sure that you know, I mean, I don't know. Civility is one of the things that's never really been. It's never existed in really any civilization.
Yeah, exactly.
You're always going to have people with mental issues. You're always going to have people with substance issues. You're always going to have people that are just fucking stupid,
Yeah.
that are fucking trouble, got a chip on their fucking shoulder, and that's just the way that's the way their life is. That's and everyone that comes in contact with them.
You know, one thing that gets me is when people start screaming about how guns are so dangerous. We got to get rid of all the guns, and they don't look at any of the statistics. Did you know more people are killed with knives and puncturing injuries than there are by guns every year? Way
I did
more,
not know that.
literally twice as many. But they're never.
That's just because they can't do nothing but shank each other in prisons.
Well, no, I'm saying here in America, but only 10% of Americans become in prison. So that leaves the rest of them for just stabbing motherfuckers. Out there stabbing people. They ain't got a gun. You know?
Well, all I know is I'm high as giraffe pussy.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody sent me a picture at, I believe it was the hat, at like 6:41 this morning or some shit like that. Where the fuck is it? I know what's in here. There we go. I found it. Why is it not working, Cole?
I don't know. There you go. That's all you. Oh,
Look at
yeah.
that.
Higher than giraffe's pussy.
How high were you when you sent me that this morning?
High enough.
Oh, shit. We're almost at that 2-hour mark. We've got Fungus Friday. I'm not sure what the fungus among us. We do got some spores, but no substrate and no
Spawn bags.
no spawn bags. No filters.
Yeah.
I was just talking to or messaging Josh from the MMP. I got 3 hats to make. 3 hats left. I usually do orders of 12. Not sure why I got 1 gray that doesn't match. He ordered 10 in the last batch. But yeah, so I need to order some hats. And I definitely need to get some other supplies, because whenever you got stuff going out, you need to bring more stuff back in.
Right.
And it always sucks when you got to order stuff, and then you always wonder, how long is that box going to sit on the motherfucking shelf?
Yeah.
So I always ask the people that order the stuff,
Mhm.
are you going to need any within the next 2 weeks?
Mhm.
I always order it anyways, whether they say yes or no.
Yeah.
But like to give yourself an idea.
Yeah.
Did get another bag of dog tags. I got to order some jump rings.
Yeah.
Some clips. I got 15 dog tags to print to laser tonight.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Let's see. I got my confirmation from the cool neighbor.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
So I must get up. It'll still be at the ass cracker early as shit for you.
Yeah.
Post office opens at 8 here, so I got to be up at 6 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to be leaving at 6 a.m. Seattle time.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. But I'm going right back to sleep as soon as I get done, because I'll be. I got orders today, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to get them done so everything can get sent out. all in one shot tomorrow. That way I don't have to make 2 motherfucking trips to town, because one, if I don't have a ride, it's a 10-mile bike ride if I miss the bus,
Oh boy.
or a 10-mile walk. And as we all know, I don't like that. But that's why I'm selling these keychains. You can get yourself a chance to win a multi-plethora of swag. And there's an ounce of silver, 7 silver dimes, and different companies are throwing in prizes. We've got a bunch of random cool stuff in there.
So make sure you order yourself a dog tag, get entered into the Wheel of Fortune for the bag.
Last person standing.
The Hood Billy Christmas special swag bag.
Yeah. It's way over there. I'd go get it.
Yeah.
But it's a big bag. If you go to the last live stream, we show a bunch of stuff that was in there. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. I'm just going to sort it out and make a little video.
Yeah. You get an entry for every dog tag that you buy. And every dog tag is
$8
plus shipping.
plus shipping.
Okay.
So if you order 2 dog tags, you pay 1 shipping.
Yeah, if you ordered
$7.50 for shipping.
10 of them, you ordered 1 shipping. Yeah. Yeah. So, order as many as you'd like. Get entered in, because that's going to be a really nice bag, a really nice Christmas gift. And whoever wins that one will be winning they'll be winning some prizes.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
There's the ice scraper and a frisbee. What kind of oxymoronic shit is that? Do you know what the purpose of frisbees are?
What's that?
Roller
Break up
trays.
weed and roll weed on.
Yep.
Hey, we're good
That's
for that.
why they invented. That's why they invented it. No, and then it was like, hey, let me try. I need that. And then the guy threw it over there, and he was like, holy shit! That's how they invented frisbee. I'm telling you, this motherfucker was rolling weed, and then the guy was like, hey, let me see that. And the guy tossed it over to him, and he caught it, and he was like, oh, new game.
We'll have to
Hippies
contact
invented
Mr. Whammo and find out. Do a little fact checking or something.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Right there. The info is. Where's my finger? Right there. You can shoot me email right there. Text works too, but email is better. I got the wrong number on that one. I got to update that. Well, that's the right number. Never mind, the office number. The glasses ain't glassing. But yeah, we'll put pretty much whatever you want. It's got to be within reason for imagery. Sometimes some images just don't work out. I do a test on some cards. I will do the test, a burn on the dog tag. I'll go through a couple. Like I Grow Fire, I'll tell you, I ain't afraid to fucking burn some shit up. But eventually I was going to tell you, like, look, your picture ain't working, man. Like, I just have to give up. And have you tried a new one? But if you have a logo or something that we can do, that's easier. But I guess I can't show. Everything's sealed up. I did a really cute picture of this chubby little kid earlier on a dog tag. Yeah, the silver, it's a 1 ounce George W. Bush silver shield. It's a silver bullion. It's a pure 1 ounce silver. Then there's 90% silver dimes in there. That's just some icing on the cake. And then we got a bunch of assorted weed swag. There's no cannabis products. It's just like doob tubes, king palms, 3D printed a 3 tube holder, a 2 tube holder, single, but they glow in the dark. Trying to think what else is in there. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff. Some pens that I made. I think I might do a couple prize packs depending on how many people get in there.
Yeah. I think we should get the word out and let them know. And yeah.
I might hit up Crumbawig, see if he wants to. He doesn't like doing the giveaways on his channel, but announce it on his, and I'll do the giveaway over here.
Yeah, that might be good. Let the community know that way. You get a pretty good community over there.
But it's helping me get a
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
And
There
you
you
get something cool.
No.
If you want me to just make a cool ass dog tag, I do have some pretty cool designs. If you want like an alien theme or just tell me a generalized theme, I can do that too.
Yeah.
I will not. See, I don't know why I like it like that. Bam. I will not do a sports team.
I like the little dog tag on the keychain. Got my QR code. It's got my little
You got
logo.
one, see?
Yeah. It's really nice. You know, you could have one maybe
Yeah,
with
if
your
you got a YouTube channel, I could put a QR code on there for you.
Yeah, if you don't have a YouTube channel, you could have your contact info on the back, email, phone number, you know. Have a little logo made up for yourself. That'd be nice. You
That
know.
way, if you DFO, done fell out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Get your
Please
dog tag on
return
it.
to. Please return this dumb fucker. Drop this dumb fucker off at.
Right?
You know, I've been having this new hobby of I don't know if I call it what to call it. I'm just gonna send the picture to you, Cole, so it'll be easier to share.
Okay.
This guy, he's a music producer. His name's Sean Push Freely. He produces for quite a few of the not local, but Illinois and Memphis and St. Louis groups. And he put a comment up on his Facebook post. That I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Fucking glare. Calling Dick small with a 19-inch forehead is crazy, but snap off, Dolphin. And I saw that, and it made me laugh. And I was like, okay, small dick husband support group. And then I made that lady. And I commented on the post, and I said, for $20, we can put that on a beanie or a coin. So I'm advertising and making stuff everywhere, just like the way I did with the guy that put this in a comment. I'm from the woods, I wish a motherfucker would woods. Instead of actually making a patch, I'm now just making the artwork, commenting with it, and commenting with my, I will turn this motherfucker into just like I did, and then I'll put the picture of the raccoon one up. But I getting a lot of action and traction with that. People are laughing, especially that lady with the giant ass 19-inch forehead talking about small willies.
Cool. It's cool.
Oh, 2 minutes to go. All right. We will catch you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope you had a fantastic Thursday and have a great Friday morning.
See you tomorrow, Friday.
Later.
Peace and pot.
In the garden where the green leaves grow, catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains till the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis and network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends dancing in the twilight.
Hey, who?
Rings rise
You.
high under the pale
Hey, me?
moonlight. Every
Yeah.
avenue
Come here.
feel the world
What?
aligned. In the
Come
cannabis
here.
network, let your spirit shine. Come and
What?
join the crew where the good times
Yeah.
flow. In the
You
cannabis
look
and
like
network,
an
we uplift
intelligent young man.
the rhythm of the
I do?
feel the
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do, sure. You look like someone who'd be interested in a bargain.
A bargain?
Yeah.
Why, sure, why not? Are you a salesman?
Right.
Oh. What do you sell?
Eights.
Eights, like the number 8. Like